Okay, let's see if we can get this to work. We're going to try on the Visti Summer of Survival server. I'm working mostly off some Cabbage Together notes. They said it didn't really matter what we called this. And we're on survival, and there's some numbers to type in. I don't imagine we'll be cheating. Well, this is the only place for a number, so that must be where it goes. Well, there's the sun coming up. They said we've got one day before the monsters get us. I'm just moving the mouse to look around. They said W, A, S, and D are the keys. Okay, W moves me forward. Unless there's something in the way. S moves me back. And A and D go sideways without changing the way I'm looking. And of course I can change the way I'm looking with the mouse key. That's water. My recipe book. Oh, and spacebar. That makes you go up. Otherwise I would drown. Because if I look up and hit the W key, I don't go anywhere. W makes you jump. So your left mouse key makes you punch. If you keep punching, stuff breaks. And then it falls on the ground, and you run over it to pick it up. You can break the ground too. Well, sometimes. If it's soft ground. Some stuff breaks and you don't get to keep it. Relatively speaking, so you can break that. We did that already. Sheep are soft. Right now, if you punch them enough times, knock them down a hill. recipe book that was talking about, if you hit the E key, it brings up your inventory, and you can hit this recipe book to get some help on building stuff, but I find it's almost more complicated than just dealing with it. You can turn it on and off. This is all the stuff on your, what they call your hotbar, the bottom row of stuff. That's what you can see when your inventory is not open, and each one of those blocks corresponds to a key on the keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. When my inventory is not open, if I hit one of those keys, it highlights that hotkey, and it puts whatever's in that hotkey box in my hand. You can see it changing over on the lower right hand corner of the screen, and then that's what I punch with. I can take stuff off of that hotkey by putting it in my inventory and all the little blocks that are above that row, so that I can put just the useful stuff in that row. Useful being a relative term. I can turn some of these things, craft them into other things, like these wood blocks can be crafted into other things like wood planks. If I pick up this whole stack by left hand clicking on it, I can right hand click to put just one of them down. So one spruce wood can make 4 spruce wood planks. If I left hand click, this will disappear because it becomes those 4. If I put, I'm right hand clicking to drop one at a time, a plank and a plank, and a 2 high column like that, then I can make 4 sticks. Again, if I right hand click one on there, I can get 4 planks. If I right hand click there, I can put 4 of them in an arrangement of 4 to make what's called a crafting table. And the whole reason I would do this is right here I've only got 4 spaces to work with. If I put this crafting table in my hand and then right hand click to put it down on the ground, you can see it's a little fancy doodad. If I right hand click on that, you can see on the top here there's like a tic-tac-toe board. I get a 3x3 or 9 spot crafting space, which allows me room to make more complicated patterns. Like I can still make all the same stuff I could make on the 2x2, but I can also make bigger patterns, bigger recipes, one of which is an axe. If you kind of squint a little bit, that's a handle and that's a blade, and that would be an axe. I might also make a pickaxe. And I click 3 times to pick up 12 things there. I can also right hand click to split that stack into 2 equal things. And I can also shift click and do 6 times 4 to get 24 sticks, rather than clicking on them 6 times to pick them all up. I could do a short handle and a big blade to make a sword. I could do a handle and 1 short blade to make a shovel. I could do a short bent blade to make a hoe. That's about all the tools that I can think of at the moment. And this is kind of the order precedence that I think of, because the shovel is for the softest materials, dirt, sand, gravel. The pick is for the next tier of stuff, the harder stuff, the rocks and that. The axe is for trees, which are, I guess, probably not harder, they're softer, but it moves away from the just tools into the more tool or weapon, and then the sword is just weapon. You can't really use that to well, I guess you could dig stuff with it. The soft stuff you could do with your bare hands. The same stuff. So I guess maybe there's no logic to it, and it's just the way I do it. And if I beat on this long enough, you'll see cracks begin to form, and then it breaks, and it picks it up for me, and I can take it with me. Because the sun is going down, and I've run out of time. I need to stay safe from the monsters. Now, if I roll my mouse wheel, I can cycle through the various hotkeys: shovel, pickaxe, axe, sword, but that takes a lot of time, so I'm used to just hitting the hotkey, and I tend to use the axe as my weapon. And the reason for that is, if you hover over it, it says it does 7 attack damage. The sword only does 4, which in my book makes the axe a better weapon. You know, the strategists and theorists will tell you that the sword does a sweep attack and will hit more than one opponent at the same time, and the axe will only hit one at a time, but in my experience, very seldom are you fighting more than one thing at once. I see stakes. There's a mushroom. No, here I can't jump up because there's branches in the way. Sometimes you see strange things like mushrooms growing in trees. Sometimes you have to watch where you're going, or you can find a lethal fall. Oh, you see those black dots down there? That's coal. That's very useful. We're going to get down there and get that after we find those cows. Now remember how many times I had to hit those sheep to get rid of them? Only a couple hits with the axe to hit the cows. Now that is interesting. If I hadn't just created this world... Did you hear that hissing noise? That was a creeper. You have about that long to get away, or you get blowed up. Took a screenshot of that with the F2 key. That is definitely something unusual. Broke all those blocks for them. I might as well pick them up. That is a spider. I've only got 2 hearts left. I need to run and hide. Okay. First of all, I find my workbench or crafting table. Make a little space to work. Now, I left just a little opening there so we can see if it's night or daytime out, but no mobs should be big enough to, or small enough to fit through that hole, so we should be safe in here. Skeletons can shoot arrows, but as long as I stay out of line of sight there, they should be able to hit me. And I need to put something in that hole so they can't drop down in with me. And food. That gets my hunger bar back up to maximum, so my health should start regenerating. If I make a box out of cobblestone, that will make a furnace. If I put the furnace down, put 2 sticks in there, I should be able to burn a piece of wood to make a piece of charcoal. Then if I put the steaks in, 1 piece of charcoal should be enough to cook 6 steaks. Now I ate 2 of those pieces of raw mutton and I didn't get much hunger back, so my health is still pretty low. But once I get some steaks cooked, if I eat a steak, and I'm right hand clicking on that steak to eat it, that should give me enough hunger back that I'll get all of my health points back. I got some string. Enough charcoal left to cook that last piece of mutton. So I ended up with 4 cooked steaks left. Takes 2 sticks to cook something. It's always better to cook things before you eat them. Sometimes they're poison if you don't. Okay, now it's dark in here. Again, 2 sticks will cook 1 piece of wood into a piece of charcoal. The advantage of using the charcoal is 1 piece of charcoal will cook 8 things. So I don't have 5 pieces of charcoal. If I had more wood, I could make more. Now, the usefulness of charcoal besides cooking more things is you can also, by combining a stick and a piece of charcoal, make torches. Don't remember if you can cook mushrooms or not. Apparently you can't. And one of the more important things that you can make, since I have wool and wood, is a bed. And it's daytime, so I can't show you what the bed is good for, but that would allow us to make night into day. Okay, if I use my pick, I can pick up my oven, or my furnace. If I use my axe, I can pick up my workbench. Shovel works on dirt. I'm going to pick up a few more pieces of wood, show you how to upgrade the wooden tools into stone tools, and then I'm going to end the video because it's getting rather long and you should be playing yourself rather than watching me play. Oh, and we haven't connected to the server. This is just single player mode. I should show you that as well. So, let's do all of that. So I put 4 on there. I shift and click and I'll get 4 times 4 is 16 stick, or wood, I'm sorry. I will hit 5 to equip my crafting table, right hand click to put it on the ground. Right hand click to pick up half. Left hand click to put down, right hand click to pick up half, left hand click to put down, shift click to do them all. Left, right, left. Put down my sticks from my handles. Now instead of putting wood up here to make tools, I'm going to put cobblestone. So now I've put down whole bunches of numbers here. I could make a bunch of shovels, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pick up one at a time. And I'm going to pick him up so there's room to put my stone shovel there. I want to pick him up and move him out of the way to make room to make a pickaxe, and I right hand click to pick up half the stack there. Left hand click, move the axe out of the way. Left hand click to make stone axe. Left hand click, left hand click, left hand click, left hand click, left, 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 left. It doesn't matter how many numbers are there, it's just looking to see there's a stick and a stone for the recipe. It's exactly the same as if I had left, right, left, right, left, right. Exactly the same as if I had done that. It just sees the first one in the stack. There's a stone sword. So I've upgraded all my stone, or all my wooden tools into the stone variants. So now, I'm going to put down my furnace, put that in slot 5. Oh, and I got an achievement because I upgraded the tools. Right hand click. Right hand click. I'm going to put my wood down because I want to make some more charcoal. I can take these old wooden tools, and since they're made out of wood, they make fuel. I can burn them. And it looks like one of them will make a piece of charcoal. And if I burn them, it frees up the space in my inventory, which will always keep running out of space. And I don't need them anymore because I've got stone versions, which are better. And I've got enough stone to make more. And I definitely want the charcoal. Okay. Oh, I'm using the wrong tool. That's why it's taking so long. With the right tool, picks it right up. Okay, now if I right hand click, I get half of them. I can pick up the whole stack. It only, as I did 4 clicks, it only used up the proper amount. When it ran out of charcoal, then it doesn't use any more sticks. Okay, so that takes care of that. What you want to see is how to actually get into the Visti Summer Survival server, because this is just single player. There's no one else here to play with. It's just yourself. And while that can be fun, it's nowhere near as much fun as playing with everyone else. So I can hit escape, save, and what we want to do is go to multiplayer instead of single player. And we want to add the Visti server. You can call it whatever you want. And that's the number you need to type in for the server address. It's basically an IP address, which is 4 numbers with decimal points in between them, and then a port number with a colon at the end. Now, if I click on it and say join, it's going to give me this error message, and it says it's still running version 1.11.2. And the problem is, I'm going to quit out of the game so I can restart. That when you install a game, you probably just hit all the defaults, and 1.12 is the most recent, which is the default version, and that's not what you need. You need 1.11.2. So what we need is to run 1.11.2, and there's no obvious way to get that. But if you look, there's 3 lines up here, and if you hit the launch options, we can add new. Can hit the drop down 1.11.2, and everything else is fine. I'm going to call it Visti SOS server. You can call it whatever you want. Okay, so I had to click on Minecraft to get back to this menu. So now my play button has this little arrow. I can pick 1.11.2 this DSOS server, and then I can hit play. So now it's running the 1.11.2 version. The first time you do that, it may take a little longer because I have to go download the code to run that. But now when I hit multiplayer, you see how it says this is in green rather than the red it was in before, and it says 2 of 30. That means there's 2 people playing there, and it looks like one of them is named P-Smith-A-B. Now, I've actually been on here before, so I came in to where I left off. You would normally come in to I think probably here. And then you want to step on this plate. If you didn't come in to here, you would type, and I hit slash to bring this up, warp, spawn, and enter. And then step on that plate. And this is your start point. And it's nighttime, so there are mobs about, monsters. This is called the safe house. This is your start point. Apparently we chased somebody away. While you're in game, if you hit your tab key on the keyboard, and this is for PC, I think the same holds true for Mac, up at the top of the screen it will list the players that are in game. It lists me and it lists the P-Smith VB. If you hit the T key, that's for talk. You can type messages. Apparently IO334483 is having troubles connecting. The other thing that you can do here in the safe house is it walks you through some of the basic recipes. If you start, I think, over here, there are chests in the floor. If you right hand click on them, you can pick out a stick and a plank and a plank. And up here on the wall is the picture of the recipe, a stick and a plank and a plank. And here's your crafting table. Right hand click on it. You can put the stick and the plank and a plank in there and build the thing pictured. So now I've made a sword. When I hit my E key, I have a sword in my inventory. And you can go around each one of these recipes oh, there's an extra thing in there, and build the thing that's pictured. Okay, and see where it says over in the lower left hand side, main cakes joined the game. That means somebody new came in. So I hit T and said hello, or howdy. I always say howdy. So I did a left click and then right click, left click, right, and it forms the axe. Gotta have my axe. And I'll just keep the oak in my inventory because I can make charcoal with that. Okay, here's how to make a shovel. Free wood. Okay, apparently somebody is stuck in a hole in creative. Okay, that should be enough to get you started. You should be in here helping this person get out of this hole. Quit watching this video and come in and play. See you in game.